Boa tarde a todos, sejam todos bem-vindos a mais uma session do Education USA. Hoje a gente está com o Queensborough Community College, da City University of New York. Eu tenho aqui o Abdul Aziz, que vai falar um pouco sobre a instituição. Nós também vamos ter uma aluna brasileira que está lá, também vai poder trazer sua perspectiva. Se alguém tiver alguma dúvida, se quiser ficar encabulado de fazer pergunta, pode colocar no chat, a gente faz em inglês para você. Tem uma ótima session, essa sessão está sendo gravada e a gravação será colocada na nossa página do YouTube, /, Education USA Brasil. Tem uma ótima sessão. Abdul, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking valuable time out of your afternoon to come learn about CUNY, Queensborough Community College specifically. My name is Abdul Aziz. I'm the Assistant Director of International Admissions and Enrollment here at Queensborough Community College, part of the CUNY system. First thing first, I love Brazil. I visited Brazil for the first time in April, and I'm already in conversations about how do we go out there again, right? Beautiful country you guys have. I'm looking forward to visiting Rio this time, hopefully, and meeting you guys in person, hopefully, in the near future. But today, what we'll do is we'll go over the CUNY system. I'll help you guys understand the 2+2 models. I'll help you guys understand Queensborough and all the great things it has to offer. I will also have one of our current student who is from Brazil will be joining us in maybe 10 minutes so that she can also share about her experiences here at Queensborough and the journey that she took to get here, right? Feel free to ask questions in the chat throughout. We'll answer them towards the end of the presentation. Don't be shy. English is also my second language. I had to learn English as well. So definitely don't be shy. This is a great opportunity for you to also practice your English with me as well. We'll get started. So as I mentioned, City University of New York, also known as CUNY, is one of the oldest and largest urban university system in the USA. One university, 25 different campuses. So what does that mean? All these dots are campuses that exist within New York City. New York City might be very small, but it's humongous with the amount of people that we have. It's broken down into the 5 boroughs, which is the Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, right? And every borough has their own different campuses. CUNY is consisted of 25 campuses, 11 senior colleges that offers your bachelor's degree and master's degree, 7 community colleges that offer exceptional associate's degree and provides pathways to bachelor's degree program, and then 7 graduate and honors program that gives you pathways to master's degree, and so on and so forth. CUNY has great pathways and great relationships amongst all the campuses. Once you're a CUNY student at one campus, you have amenities and access to all the other different campuses as well. And seamless transition pathways from one campus to the other campus. Just to break down the U.S. Education system for you guys a little bit. I know in many countries, when people say associate's degree or community college, they think it's part of the high school. But in the USA, it's actually broken down as once students finish up their high school programs, they have the option to go to an associate's degree program, is the first 60 credits of your bachelor's degree, or they can go directly into the bachelor's program. To get a bachelor's degree in the USA, you students need to have 120 credits and 60 credits just for the associate's degree. Once students finish their bachelor's degree, they have pathways to go into the master's program, doctoral, and so on and so forth, right? But again, community college does not mean that you are starting at a high school or you are studying high school courses. You are going to be taking college level courses that will count towards your degree and ultimately helping you to get your bachelor's degree. That's our goal. More information about community colleges. Just to break it down, community college is also known as 2-year colleges that offers associate's degree. Community colleges also offer exceptional 2+2 program pathways with 4-year colleges. And I'll discuss some guaranteed admissions 2+2 programs that we work with here in CUNY. We also offer technical career training, language training program and short-term study programs here at QCC as well. We have a beautiful campus, over 18 acres of land. We are probably one of fewer CUNY campuses that will be able to give you the experience of a traditional campus while also living in a city environment. Over 9 million students have attended community college across the USA, and approximately 45% of all undergrad students start off at a community college and then go to a four-year college. If I was to go back to my undergrad days, and I'm not saying this because I work here, I need to tell you guys this, but I would also have started off at a community college where I could have saved money for the first 2 years and then used that money towards the last 2 years. Ultimately, I'm still paying student loans because I graduated from a college where the tuition was a lot higher than the CUNY system. I had a great experience, not to deny that, but again, on a financial side of it, this might be a better start, and then you can get to the places that you want to go to ultimately. I'll talk more about the cost and tuition and fees in a few seconds. Uh, but again, if I'm going too fast, please feel free to stop me. There are many great reasons to choose a community college. Number one is the lower cost, the affordability. Easier admissions application process does not mean it's guaranteed. It is easier. Smaller class sizes. Our average class size can be 1 to 25. So one professor, 25 student, very small class, unless you're taking like psychology 101 or biology one, which can be in a bigger settings. 1 extra year of OPT when students start off at community college, excellent 2+2 programs, flexible schedule, and extra services such as free tutoring, career service, athletics, and many more exist at our college too. We have great Division III sports teams. If you're someone that's athletic and plays and you want to compete at a college level, maybe you want to be the greatest basketball player in the world, but you don't know where to start. So starting off at a community college, you do really well, you showcase your talent, and you never know, the recruiters from Duke might come and see you and they'll say, we'll take you now, right? So again, community colleges provide pathways for you to get to where you want to go to, but it just takes this different journey. Nothing is a straight line. You're just coming around and then you ultimately get to where you need to be. This is a very important page that I would like to share with you. As you guys all know, education in the USA is not cheap. It can be very expensive. And these are probably some of the smaller, cheaper options that you'll see. And I know Fernanda and Education USA representatives can advocate is that some colleges, 59,000 is just tuition for 1 year. So for us, we're gonna break this up and I'll help you guys understand this and more than happy to answer more questions that you may have. For Queensborough Community College, our tuition is roughly $7,680 per year, right? With fees and things like that, probably becomes 8,000. So you're looking at $15,320 in tuition just for your associate degree. You finish 60 credit, you received a degree in Associates of Science, Associates of Arts, whatever that may look like. We have strong programs from business, health and sciences, computer science, a lot of great programs. So you spend $15,320 just in tuition for the first 2 years. Then you can transfer to a four-year college, whether that's in the CUNY or outside of the CUNY, and then do your third year and fourth year and get qualified for another year of OPT. So in theory, after you finish your 2 years, you have the opportunity to participate in a year of OPT, transfer to four-year college, and then do another year of OPT. So like a 6 year of stay with an I-20 from QCC or community college versus on the left side of the page. And again, these are also very generous tuition for our four-year CUNY colleges as well. $14,880 just per tuition per year. Over 4 years, you become $59,520 you've invested just in tuition, and you get 1 year of OPT. No degree awarded after your first 2 years, and no OPT after the second year. You can do only OPT after your 2 years if you start off at a community college, but not to say anything. You need to have 120 credits altogether to graduate with a bachelor's degree. So you can do 60 credits here, save yourself some money, and then do that next 60 at a at a senior college, whether you do your third year, fourth year, and you spend only $30,000. So in theory, you got the chance to save $15,000 just by starting off at a community college. At Queensborough Community College, we have over 45 academic programs, 10 2+2 programs with CUNY colleges that offers guaranteed admissions, AD articulation agreements with other colleges and universities, research opportunities in all STEM and social sciences programs. 70% of our faculty hold doctoral or terminal degrees. So just because we're a community college does not mean that we're hiring professors that are not capable or not qualified. We have excellent professors that have doctoral and terminal degrees, and they are very much knowledgeable in their industry. So again, you're learning from some of the best professors in CUNY as well, and we will certainly prepare you to take on the journey at a four-year college, at a senior college as well. I think one of our current student, Samara, has joined us. I will give her the chance to speak in a few minutes. Hi, Samara.
Abdul, I'll take this opportunity to give you some information. One of our Education USA advisors, she invited students to one classroom, and she has a few of them. So if you see on the screen, they're all watching you from the
Amazing
classroom. That's beautiful, isn't it?
power of
Thank you.
technology. Thank you so much for putting this together. And again, I'd be more than happy to also set up like small Zoom conversations between the classrooms to just talk to you guys specifically if you guys need more help. Samara, after this slide, you can talk about your experience. I do know you're currently working and you need to get back to work, right? So I will definitely give you the floor in 2 minutes. So again, you are learning from some of the best professors in CUNY, and these are very accolade professors. So you're not learning just anything, right? These are focused learning, and you're making progress towards your ultimate degree. Over 40 clubs and organizations exist. So again, very, very vibrant campus. Students are always engaging, and there's always something going on campus. 12 athletic teams, Division III sports teams. As I mentioned before, if you're someone that plays sports, whether that's swimming, whether that's volleyball, soccer is a big thing in Brazil. So if you're good at it, but you're not good enough for D1, you want to start off at D3 and eventually get to Division I schools, always a great pathway. We are probably one of the fewer schools in the East Coast that have a 3D labs for engineering programs, and our students can use it with the professor's discretion and support, right? So again, you can go in there and make your 3D models. You can do your engineering programs, a side project that you're working on. Just let the professor know, communicate with them so they can help you. We are not a small school as it may seem. We have over 10,000 students on campus, both domestic and international, and roughly 410 international students. And our top countries, these are just like some of them. And we most recently have started seeing a lot of application from the Latin American countries, and we're very excited about it. And Samara is representing Brazil on campus. Once students graduates from Queensborough Community College, they have the option to go to any of the CUNY campuses, seamless transition process. They can also go to Cornell University, Binghamton University, NYU, FIT, Stony Brook University, St. John's, and other universities. So opportunities and options are endless. If you work hard here, you can get to anywhere. If you feel like you can't get to NYU now, I do not want to say that you cannot get to NYU ever. You can get to NYU at some point. It's just a matter of how much work you're going to put in and how dedicated you are going to be. Some of our top majors are in liberal arts, health and sciences, business administration. I will talk about our 2+2 programs, and I'll connect the dots, how this program can ultimately start off here at 2 years and then you go to the 4 year. Psychology, digital animation, accounting, computer engineering, management marketing, engineering science, computer info systems, cybersecurity, music production. We have a great arts department, theater department here as well. Our theater is actually structured in it's like a Broadway setting. I don't know if you guys ever seen a Broadway show or heard of it. It's one of the best in the CUNY, and our students are able to enjoy it while being on campus, get the feel for what it feels to perform at a big stage. I will discuss the 2+2 pathways in 1 minute, but I want to give the floor to Samara so that she can introduce herself and talk about her experience here. I did not pay Samara to do this, FYI.
Hello, everybody. I'm Samara. Hi, guys. First of all, thank you so much for having me here. It's a pleasure to be able to talk about my experience as far and see others Brazilian students trying to get on the school. This is very nice. I think it's gonna be better if I speak most of the time in Portuguese to make myself more clear. Então, gente, o meu o meu processo aqui, ele tá sendo um pouco diferente do que eu acho que é a intenção de vocês, porque antes de aplicar para a faculdade, eu já estava aqui como au pair, né? Então, no meu caso, é uma troca de status. Eu moro bem perto do Community College, e não só por isso, mas pela flexibilidade dos horários que eles oferecem. Foi um dos fatores determinantes para me escolher essa escola, né? Por conta do meu trabalho e também dos cursos que eles oferecem. É uma escola muito interessante, muito legal. Já estive no campus algumas vezes para tratar sobre minhas questões administrativas e conhecer. É um campus muito legal, muito bonito. E eles têm o pessoal do International Students Office, que o Abdo faz parte. Eles são muito prestativos e me ajudaram em todo o meu processo com o I-20, que é um dos documentos que você precisa para aplicar como estudante aqui. E foram muito auxiliadores nessa questão de tirar dúvidas sobre todo o meu processo. Então, sou muito grata a eles em relação a isso. As minhas aulas agora, eu vou começar esse semestre do fall, né, que vão no outono, que vai começar agora, nesse mês, dia 22. Estou muito animada, acho que vai ser muito interessante, uma experiência nova. E eu espero que todos vocês consigam chegar aqui também para realizar os seus sonhos, estudarem o que vocês pretendem estudar. O meu curso é Medical System, é um curso de 2 anos, mas eu sei que eles têm muitas outras opções muito interessantes. E também o Community College, como ele mesmo disse, é uma porta para acessar outras universidades maiores, né? O Community College ele é muito mais acessível e é basicamente o que a maior parte dos americanos, estudantes internacionais também fazem aqui. 2 anos no Community College e depois você se transfere para uma universidade para concluir o curso que você quer fazer. É muito mais viável financeiramente dessa forma e mais objetivo na questão dos estudos, se você já sabe o que você quer estudar. É isso, eu não sei se alguém tem alguma pergunta específica sobre o meu processo.
Pessoal, fique à vontade para fazer pergunta. Inclusive o pessoal do ICB de Londrina. Se tiver alguma pergunta, fiquem à vontade, tá? Não, a gente pode seguir então. Vamos fazer uma pergunta, eu acho.
Hi.
Tá dando microfonia.
Dá só um tempinho para eles.
Uhum.
Thank you, Samara. That sounded so elegant. I hope one day I can speak 2% of what she just said.
Thank you.
We also have a very diverse office
Hello,
too.
everyone.
Hi.
Thank you very much for this presentation. It's been very helpful so far. So we have a group of students here, and one of the students has a question for Samara, if that's okay.
Sure.
You can ask her. Is it okay to ask in Portuguese?
Yeah.
Yes?
Sim, pode falar.
Vamos ter perguntas, como é que faz pra eles ouvirem?
Hi, então, não tem muito a ver, mas o que seria o OTP? Que ficaram falando, e eu não entendi muito.
OTP.
OPT?
OTP, yes, OPT, yes.
OPT?
Mas Eu acho que essa pergunta é para o Abdul, mais do que para a Samara. Abdul, they're asking about the OPT.
Yes.
So,
So
I think it's a question more for you than for Samara.
I think that would be a question for me. And again, OPT is something we'll continue to discuss about throughout this presentation. But in this slide that I just discussed, after students finish up their first 2 years with us, they can qualify for a year of OPT. And we have all the support system here at QCC to make sure that if they can find the opportunity, we would be more than happy to we'd be more than happy to help them with the process right here. As I mentioned, first year they'll complete, second year they'll do it. They'll get a year of OPT, which means they can take some time off and work, do an internship, and then they can transfer to four-year college, finish up the last 2 years and get another year of OPT. So in short, 6 years of stay with the community college pathways, potentially, right? And then with the four-year college, if you go straight, you'd only get 1 year of OPT, which would only happen after you graduate with a bachelor's degree. So Mara, I don't know if you want to, you know.
O OPT, gente, traduzindo mais fácil, é um estágio. Um estágio. Eles te ajudam a fazer um estágio na sua área. Eu até pesquisei aqui, que eu falei, oxe, que é estágio? Eles te ajudam com o estágio assim que você terminar o seu curso. Por quê? O Community College, ele oferece cursos que você pode fazer em até 2 anos, que são é como se a gente for comparar com a escola do Brasil. A gente tem o bacharelado e o tecnólogo, certo? Então, no Brasil, você pode fazer um curso de design, por exemplo, que foi o meu caso. No Brasil, eu terminei um curso de design tecnólogo em 2 anos. Então, eu me graduei nessa parte. Ou você pode fazer um bacharel, que aí são 4 anos de estudo. Só que no Community College, o máximo que eles oferecem são 2 anos de estudos para os cursos. É claro que você pode demorar mais tempo para terminar, se você reprovar em alguma matéria ou tiver que fazer alguma coisa extra específica para o curso que você está estudando. Mas a maior parte deles são em 2 anos. E aí você pode optar por fazer o OPT para o estágio no final desses 2 anos, que aí a escola vai te fornecer todo o auxílio para encontrar um estágio na área que você estudou. E isso também inclui alguns testes, né, de certificação que você vai ter que fazer para que você seja um profissional mais completo na área que você estudou. Ou também o OPT, ele também vai te ajudar a ser encaminhado para a universidade, se você quiser fazer mais 2 anos e ser considerado, ter um bacharel daquilo que você está estudando. Então, ele serve tanto para o estágio, caso você só queira fazer 2 anos, ou se você quiser se transferir para uma outra universidade, que como ele falou, tem a NYU, tem outras universidades aqui, tem a Universidade do Bronx, tem várias outras que você pode aplicar no final do seu community college. Então, basicamente, o OPT é para fazer esse processo.
Eu posso só fazer adicionar uma informaçãozinha aí, só para esclarecimento. Pessoal do ICB que perguntou, e mais alguém que esteja aqui, toda vez que você termina um degree nos Estados Unidos, você pode fazer o OPT. E é uma oportunidade é uma das melhores coisas que tem nos Estados Unidos, porque você tem a oportunidade de dentro de regras, né? Você tem a oportunidade de procurar um trabalho, trabalhar com visto específico de 1 a 3 anos, dependendo da sua área de atuação. A área que tem mais, que você pode ficar mais tempo, são as áreas de STEM, que são de exatas. Então, o que eles estão falando assim, você terminou os 2 anos do Community College, você pode fazer um OPT. Terminou os 4 anos do Community College, passou para outra universidade, você pode fazer um OPT de novo. Então, é uma oportunidade bem bacana. Sua pergunta foi muito boa, porque ajuda a gente a falar de mais uma vantagem de estudar nos Estados Unidos. Thank you.
Se mais alguém quiser fazer mais alguma pergunta em relação ao college ou experiência,
Eu quero.
Sim.
Posso falar? Tudo bem, Samara? Prazer.
Prazer.
Meu nome é Marisa, eu sou EducationUSA Advisor aqui em São Paulo. Você falou que você faz medical, você vai estudar medical assistant, é isso?
Isso.
Você pretende depois fazer a transferência, depois de 2 anos, para uma outra universidade?
Então, os meus planos por agora são só ficar no Community College.
No Community College,
Porque
tá.
a área de Medical System, eu escolhi ela a dedo justamente porque ela se encaixa melhor na minha realidade e ela não tem a necessidade específica de você ir se transferir para um college depois. Durante o curso de Medical System, eu vou ter a oportunidade de fazer várias certificações que vão me considerar como uma profissional completa assim que eu terminar. Então, para mim vai ser o suficiente.
Tá, porque a minha pergunta era essa, para qual você poderia transferir se existisse, né, assim, depois, entendeu? Para o terceiro ano.
Então, nesse
Porque como é
caso,
de medical, eu fiquei na dúvida.
Nesse caso, por exemplo, das universidades aqui, é um pouco diferente. Eu demorei um pouco para entender, porque no sistema do Brasil, a gente, pelo menos na minha experiência, quando você vai para uma faculdade, você chega no começo do ano, se inscreve, ou na metade do ano, não faz diferença, e você já tem toda a grade completa entregue para você. Você vai entrar numa sala com um monte de estudantes que provavelmente vão ser os seus amigos até o final do curso, porque é isso que você vai estudar, todo mundo está estudando a mesma coisa junto. Aqui é bem dinâmico, então você consegue, por exemplo, eles têm cada curso tem as suas matérias específicas. Só que outros cursos também têm as mesmas matérias. Então, por exemplo, eu estou estudando para me formar como Medical Assistant, mas alguém que está fazendo nursing, enfermagem, pode ter a mesma classe que eu, só que a gente está se formando em dois cursos diferentes. Então, eles têm essa mobilidade bem grande em questão de matérias. E o curso específico que você estuda no Community College não quer dizer que é o mesmo que você vai estudar na universidade. Você pode mudar de ideia, você pode querer estudar outra coisa. O que vai contar são as matérias que você fez, que foram concluídas, e no que você vai estudar que vai abater essas matérias. Então,
Sim,
por
seriam
exemplo,
as matérias básicas em alguma área específica, né? Você
isso.
escolhe.
Então, por exemplo, eu quero estudar business, eu quero estudar na NYU Business. Então, se eu for para um community college primeiro, eu tenho que procurar as matérias que vão ser abatidas no business lá da frente. Porque se você for para o community college e só estudar coisas da área da saúde, por exemplo, quando você chegar lá na
Você não
frente,
consegue
não
essa
vai bater.
transferência, né?
Vai ser meio que um tempo perdido, porque não vão ser abatidas essas matérias, entendeu?
Sim. Tá
Então, é mais ou
legal.
menos isso.
Muito obrigada. Boa sorte aí para você.
Imagina.
And Abdul, I'm Marissa. I met you in our fair
At
last
that,
semester. Do you
at that,
remember?
your
At a
face
mini
is very,
fair in a school. In a school, I met you
yes.
at a school. Yeah. So nice to see you again, and thanks for doing this for us.
No, thank you again. Your face definitely sounds looks familiar. I'd be more than happy to send you any additional information. I'll leave my email address here with you as well. Reach out to me, and then let's see what we can do for your students as well. Okay.
Thank you.
I think we have one more question from Londrina.
Samara is popular. I think there's the question from the school.
Hello, guys. Hi.
Hello.
I want to ask if they can apply for a scholarship after those 2 years.
Yes. So the way scholarship works, and Samara, I would love you to translate for me as well if you can. So the way scholarship works is that at QCC we can't offer any scholarship, and same thing might be existing for CUNY because we are state funded city school as well. However, if you, let's say, want to apply to NYU, which I hear a lot of students wanting to do, yes, once you apply the transfer application, you can apply to scholarships at NYU, Columbia, Yale, Harvard, UCLA, wherever you want to go to, that option still exists for you guys. We do understand the tuition is going to increase significantly once you get to those stages, and scholarships is a big thing. I'm not supposed to tell you guys this out, but we are also working at QCC to establish a continuing student scholarship here at QCC. So at the beginning, we might not be able to do much, but at some point we would love to come and help the student and join them to, because we understand how um, expensive this is and how significantly it can be for our parents. I am a first generation student as well, guys, so I totally understand with the conversation that's going through your head to talk to your parents about finding a school that costs like $50 billion or something like that. Samara, would you mind translating that to me? Or did you guys already understood that? If you guys did, then no translation required. Perfect. Samara, I know you have to go. I greatly appreciate you stopping by today. Stop by my office. You said next week you'll come by.
Yeah, probably going today to
Okay.
finish my um, payment situation. But yeah.
I'm here till 5 p.m.
All
Stop
right.
by the office. Okay.
All right.
Thank you
Thank
again.
you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Tchau, pessoal. Obrigada, viu? Boa sorte para todo mundo. Muito
Obrigada,
obrigada.
Samara. Foi um prazer.
Prazer é meu. Muito obrigada. Tchau.
Tchau.
Bye.
Bye, Samara.
Bye.
I know Samara didn't say this, but I'm signing her up for it. If you guys want to have like a small group conversations with her, I'm more than happy to set that up so that you can ask all the personal questions like where do you find housing? How did you find this? Where do you find the Brazilian steakhouse and things like that? I have some recommendations, but again, if you guys want to get it from Samara, that's always okay. So we'll continue with our presentation. As I mentioned, these are some of our top programs, and then these are some of the places that you can ultimately end up in. So our excellent professors and our great academic programs. This is a great part about my job that I really like because my goal as an educator is not to have you apply to Queensborough Community College and I totally forget about you. My goal is to help you be successful here and help you prepare to be successful at your next place that you want to go to. So 2+2 program pathways are something that you might have heard about at other community colleges as well. At Queensborough Community College, you can get guaranteed admissions to the colleges that are on this list. Baruch College is one of our top feeders. A lot of our students end up going there. Baruch College is ranked among top colleges in the U.S. News, World Report, Forbes, and Princeton. They are also AACSB credited. The accreditation is given to NYU, Columbia, Brooklyn, Baruch, and Press. So very few schools get it in New York City. While paying the tuition of CUNY, you are still competing with jobs and opportunities with students from NYU's, Columbia's, and all of that. Baruch is a great business school in CUNY, one of the best in New York City as well. And then you can also transfer into their accounting, finance, economics, computer info system, marketing, and management. To the York College, also a CUNY campus where students can transfer to biotechnology, chemistry, and pharmaceutical science. Health and science is a very popular major here at Queensborough Community College as well, and nursing being one of the programs where international students can apply. The international students qualify for the nursing program, and I know there's a huge demand in Brazil to have people go into the medical realm. So nursing is a program that I would highly encourage international students to look at it as it creates a lot of different pathways. If students that are not able to get into our nursing program, they have the option to transfer to the nursing program at Hunter College or to a nursing program of their choice. At John Jay, students can transfer to their computer science, information system security, forensic science, or accounting program. At a Queens College, which is only 10 to 15 minutes away from us, students can transfer to their education program. These are not just the only programs, right? If you find a program that you want to transfer to, I would be more than happy to help you navigate through that process. As I mentioned, my goal is not for you to apply to Queensborough Community College and then we forget about you. My goal is to help you, push you, so you take the next step towards your bachelor's degree. And ultimately, if you want to do your master's, PhD, all those great things, all those options are available on the table for you. Your success is my number one priority. I just want to share some pictures and images with you guys. This is our nursing lab. They have real-time models where they play out a scenario where the person has pneumonia, the patient has bronchitis, or patient is pregnant, need to do delivery. These are twins, by the way. One is a boy and one is a girl here. So our students get the first-hand live experience, and these are computer monitors so that they can increase the heart rate, they can increase the blood level. So all of these are monitored. They get real life experience before we send them to the real world to actually save real life. Not to say they're not saving life. I think they're doing a wonderful job. Actually, one of my favorite departments as well. Students are very well needed, small groups, and everybody's rooting for everybody to be successful. Very competitive program. I don't want to sugarcoat and say everybody gets in. Not everybody gets in, but everyone that gets in has a wonderful experience. Now again, this guy keeps talking to us about numbers and dollars and things like that. But unfortunately, education in the USA is expensive. Our tuition is roughly $8,088, which includes tuition, technology, student activities, and other fees, right? This is the most direct cost that's for you. The other costs are indirect. So I'm going to use some examples. Books and supplies. If you're someone that's sharing, renting the books, you don't have to spend this $1,500. So you save that money. We have a library. And remember in the first map, I showed you all the CUNY maps. So if there's a book that's not available at Queensborough, but it's available at Hunter College, you can rent it out from Hunter College as well. Transportation. If you're someone that's not willing to take public transportation, bus, metro over here works great. If you're someone that's willing to take Uber every day, you're going to be spending more than $1,500. New York City is very expensive. So again, if you can decrease this cost, I'm happy for you. That's money goes part of your expenses. Personal expense. If the new iPhone 22 comes out and you want to get it, that's on you. You might be spending more money. But if you were to say, hey, I'm going to get a Samsung Galaxy LS3, right? I don't even know what that looks like, but that could probably be lower end of it, and then you save yourself $2,000 of personal expenses. Same thing goes for everything else. Am I eating out 5 times a day, or am I cooking, meal prepping, and things like that? All of these things are controllable costs, and it's totally up to you. Housing, it does say $23,000, 904. It's totally up to you. If you can find campus community housing or housing near the campus, we always encourage that. We are a commuter school. We do have campus dorming, which I'll share in the next slide. But again, all of these things can be controlled. The only thing that QCC is worried about is you being able to manage this. Everything else is the embassy verifying that, hey, you have this amount of money so that you can come and support a lifestyle of this. So you must be able to showcase that you have this amount. And then once you come here, it's totally up to you how much of that money you spend and how much of that money you save, right? I'm always rooting for students to save money, by the way. If you have someone in the USA, like a family or friend that's willing to sponsor you, the cost for I-20 goes down to $24,000, right? So again, it is expensive. We are New York City. We're probably one of the most expensive cities in the world. And I'm saying this because I have to deal with this every day. My rent is not cheap either. So this is not money that we want to make out of you guys, but we're giving you realistic expectations of what to expect when you come to the USA. There's an opportunity for you to save a lot of money, but there's an opportunity for you to spend a lot of money. It's up to you which pathway that you want to go. As I mentioned, we are a commuter college. We don't have campus housing, but we partnered with housing at the Summit Apartment, which is a Queens College, only 6 kilometers from QCC, and direct public transportation between both campuses exist. If you were to get a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, $6,400 per semester, or $12,800 for the academic, or if you wanted to share the 4 bedrooms and 2-bath, it would be $8,250 per semester, or $16,500 for the academic year. The student that's in the classroom, let's say hypothetical scenario, right? You all apply together, and one person gets accepted to Queens, one person gets accepted to NYU, the other person Columbia, and Brooklyn. If all of you guys want to find a central place to live together, you can all save money. Being on the ambitious side, let's say all of you get accepted to Queensborough Community College and you want to live in this apartment together, that's possible for you guys as well. Now, here's the fun part about my job. Apart from everything that I do, I love showcasing our students and all the wonderful events that are happening on our campus. Just last November, we held our first ever Thanksgiving dinner. This is our president right here, who was a former teacher, very supportive of our international student population. She's always present. So this was the first time a lot of our international students got the chance to experience a traditional Thanksgiving dinner and a Thanksgiving experience, right? I really enjoyed it. That was our first ever event for the whole international student. You'd be surprised. There were so many students that came. Like, for example, I use my country, Bangladesh. There were so many students that attended, they didn't know that there were other students from their country. So again, we're trying to do more and more where you can find your community, you can find your friends and your best friends that's friends away from Brazil, right? A lot of pies. I definitely ate a lot that day, guys. This is my second favorite event that I hosted this semester, where it was a tea hour. Our students got the chance to just stop by, grab some snacks, some tea, say hello to me, but also got the opportunity to meet with students from their countries and just students, international students in QCC, where you can learn more about housing, classes, just learn more about majors, how to support each other, finding your own community. My goal isn't you come to campus, you finish your class and you go home. My goal is for you to be involved, stay on campus as much as possible. We have 18 acres of land and space. So again, there's a lot of space for you to feel free, be creative, and be the best version of yourself. We also just went to our first ever hockey game with the international students, and we got a shout out on the jumbo board, as you guys can see. Our students loved it. It was their first ever hockey game, and also my first ever hockey game as well. So I'm getting the chance to experience a lot of great events with the international students on campus, and my goal is to only increase some of those things. That's not the end, guys. We also went to our first ever baseball game just last week. Was a wonderful experience. Again, some of our students I got showcased on the jumbo board as well. Here's me, some of our students. We had a great time. Our second game is actually happening next week, where it'll be a night game. Students will get the chance to enjoy fireworks and things like that after the game as well. So it's an experience that I preach at QCC. It's not just you come and you go and you come for exam, you leave. The full package is something that we hope to deliver to students so that when they walk away from QCC, they remember nothing but good memories. This was one of my most favorite event of last semester, where our president invited our international students to cook a meal at her house and enjoy the meal with her. And I promise you, you will not hear of a lot of other presidents do this, where they invite. We didn't clean, by the way. That was all taken care of by her side as well. She had prepped out like menus, or like, how do you call this? I don't cook, so that's why I don't know that. I buy food outside, guys. With recipes, right? So she set out recipes for students, and they were able to create the recipe, and we enjoyed amazing meal. The president got the chance to, here's the president here, again on the top right next to me. The president has got the chance to hear firsthand experience for the international students, whether you guys need on-campus job, whether you guys need more scholarships, whether you guys need a new club or organization. I would love for her to hear from you guys first so that she knows what's needed. So that when I'm advocating for you guys, it makes my job easier. Wonderful experience. She has already requested to us to make our calendar available for one or two more events this semester with the new incoming students. So I'm excited to enjoy another meal in our house again. These are some of our success stories, some of our graduates, our international student, John, and they all just graduated in May and all going out to four-year colleges to complete their bachelor's degree. Other things that I like to share, and again, I am student focused here. Your success matters. Most recently, in Myanmar, there was an earthquake, and our students reached out to us to say, "Hey, can we do some fundraising on campus?" My director who also speaks Portuguese as well, just for some side notes. If you guys ever needed any additional support when Samara is not here, we have other people that can certainly give you those guidance. But this group of students from Myanmar wanted to do some fundraising and send the money to their country to help with the recovery process. And I'm just glad that I was able to assist them in helping do something meaningful, right? So again, if you are a student, when you are a student here, and there's some initiative that you're really passionate about, come talk to me about it. I'll talk to the leadership, and then we'll try our best to help you to accomplish your goals. So the fun part of the presentation is done now. The very serious part of how do I apply to QCC? The application process for QCC is fairly simple. You would apply through the CUNY application as a first. Yes.
I'm sorry. Do you think it would be possible to adjust the slide to the screen? Because part of the slide is we can't read. Oh, yeah, perfect. So
Oh,
people
wow.
can
That's
take
my fault. I am
make
looking at the
prints
wrong
and
screen.
oh no,
Yes.
it's again it went.
So did you guys see the pictures or what I just talked? Let's
Yeah,
just go
no,
through them.
we saw the
Okay.
pictures, but a little part wasn't showing. But now that you're talking serious stuff like how to apply, people may want to print out the screen, so it would be good to have everything. Don't miss any part.
Perfect. Now, is this better?
Yeah, but yeah,
Nope. I think it just went away. Okay. This is better, right?
yeah.
Right.
But we are on the first slide,
Oh,
right?
you guys are on the first slide right now. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
All right. So at this part, right? Can you see
Uh,
it?
yeah, this
Okay,
one.
perfect. So to apply to QCC, the process is fairly simple. You'll apply through the CUNY official website. As a first-time applicant, you get to put 6 schools on your application. They can be us, combination of the other CUNY campuses. You must submit proof of high school graduation from an accredited secondary school, higher senior secondary certificate or intermediate and pre-university certificates. We do also accept transfer students as well. So if you previously attended a university, whether that's in Brazil or elsewhere, in addition to your high school documents, you must submit the course by course evaluation of your university transcript. And if your documents are not English, a translation will be required. I always encourage this to the students. Once you submit the online application, please send your um, transcripts and documents directly to international admissions at qcc.cuny.edu. You're more than happy to CC me in the email so I can keep an eye out for your application. We do require a TOEFL score of 53, IELTS of 5.5, and a Duolingo of 80. We do not require the SAT scores, and an application fee of $65 for freshman applicants and a $70 for transfer applicants. Another exciting thing that's happening at QCC is our English language learning program through the port of entry. Is for students who do not have required TOEFL, IELTS, or Duolingo score, and you can do 1 to 2 semester of English language training. And students for this program also qualifies for the I-20s as well. And we're also starting a short-term summer program where students can come and learn English or do development for 2 weeks and experience New York City for the summer as well. And what to do when you're admitted. This is a part where I call on my Education USA folks as well. They are highly knowledgeable, and I cannot stress the importance of you guys also setting up to chat with your Education USA advisors in your country, in your regions, and simultaneously also with your guidance counselors as well. After you're admitted, congratulations, you've done the hard part of it. Now accept the offer of admissions, apply for an I-20, submit your immunization records. You'll attend the accepted day student webinar. You'll do advisement and register for classes, and this can happen virtually with me, Ms. Hong, Ms. Nazreen, Vicky, one of our team member. and then you arrive to the USA and you'll come take a ESL test to determine your placement for English. And then once you are admitted, you can apply for the I-20. That's where you show the affidavit of support. That's where you pay the I-901 CVIS fee, complete the DS-160 for an F1 visa to the USA, and prepare for visa interview. This is the part where Education USA is super knowledgeable. They have a lot of resources. I highly, highly, highly encourage you guys to chat with them, as they can help you to take the next steps after being admitted to QCC. Here's my email address if anybody want to take a picture. And then I'm more than happy to answer any questions, concerns that you guys might have. Marissa, I wanted to mention to you specifically, we are opening up the ESL program, and we're currently trying it out with we're going to try it out. But if you have interest of like bringing your students, or even the student that's in the chat as well, if you guys want to do like a short term 2 weeks summer excursion or winter excursion, where that could be combination of both education during the day and then evening excursions, something that we're piloting out at QCC, and would love to have more conversations if that's something you feel like would be a good need in your schools.
Oh, okay,
Abdul, what's
sure.
the minimum wage? Oh, sorry, Marisa.
No, go ahead, Fernanda.
What's the minimum wage to participate in the English courses?
So because maybe a chaperone would have to come with them. Ideally, we're targeting like 11th and 12th graders in high school, but more so 12th grader. But again, we're happy to be creative. Now, if you want to mix and match and bring a couple of college students right now that are thinking about coming to this side of the world for like their masters and things, like, it's totally up to you guys. We are willing to be creative and see how we can get this experience to the students in Brazil. There's a quite amount of interest already. I don't know, I'm being ambitious when I say these kind of things, is that I'm hoping that everything works out as smooth as possible, and then this can be a fluid, but would love to have conversations if that's a need in your schools or within your colleagues. It doesn't even necessarily have to be one school. It could be 3, 4 schools coordinated by Education USA, Fernanda, you know. If you guys, I know you guys are busy, but if that's an initiative that you guys want to overtake, we would be more than happy to, I would be more than happy to get you guys the resources and navigate through the process. And hopefully, by April, May, I hope to visit Brazil again. And by then I'll have ample amount of information for you guys, the brochures and things like that, that gives you the cost, the requirements, and what they'll be learning over the 2 weeks and things like that.
Great, thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
I know I talked a lot in this presentation today, but do you guys have any questions, concerns?
Never a lot to us, right, Fernanda? We love information.
Yes,
Yeah.
we just crave for
Yes.
information. Mais alguém tem alguma pergunta? Eu vi aqui no chat, as perguntas que vocês fizeram foi sobre bolsa de estudos, ele já respondeu. Então, agora, se tem mais alguma pergunta, alguma área específica que vocês queiram estudar? Não? Ok. É, I assume the documents you require for admissions, they should all be translated into English, right?
If it's not in English, yes, I would highly appreciate that. Because you could technically wait for CUNY to do your evaluation, but that can often take anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. As you can imagine, CUNY is dealing with all 25 universities applications as well. So I always encourage, if a translation is needed and you can translate it, get it notarized, and then you can always email it to us so that we can expedite the process. And if anybody that applies and you have attended any of the info session with me, remind me of that. Say, hey, I attended so and so and that webinar, so that not necessarily will admit you, but we'll definitely try to see how we can expedite the process for you.
Okay. Someone asked here about veterinary course. Do you have any pre-vet, anything similar to that at QCC?
I am looking that up right now. Give me 1 second. So we have some veterinary assistant programs. Same thing, something similar to Samara was talking about. Yes.
Good. And can you say anything about the course? Because Giovanna is asking, how is this course? How does it work?
The cost is going to be similar to the tuition that I've mentioned. You still be an F1 student. You still be a full-time student. Your tuition per semester can be this, and then everything else is, as we discussed, up to you, housing, food, and all of that. But direct cost-wise, 8,000 over 2 years, maybe 16,000, under 20,000 in tuition.
Okay. And you want to have more Brazilian students in your campus?
Certainly, that's the goal. And strategically, Latin America is a destination that I am pushing more towards. That's just inside news for everybody that's here. We do have good amount of students represented from that region, but we just want to enhance it even more.
Very good.
So Fernanda, Marissa, if and ICBEU, if you guys have students that are looking at this region, email me directly. And then if you are advocating for the student, let's see what we can do on your ends, on our ends.
And we also have Magnolia, who's a very experienced EducationUSA advisor, and she has a good entrance in schools in Bahia, right, Magnolia?
Yes. So hi, Abdul. I'm sorry. I was kind of on and off here because there was someone in my room asking. So I hadn't walking during the presentation. But yes, I could get all the information. And it's great to know so much about CUNY and QCC. Thank you. And I'm one of the experts in community colleges, as Fernanda said. Yes, it's something I encourage. And in New York, people are always asking about community college in New York. So I'll make sure I'll pass on all the information.
Amazing.
Thank you so much. And I'm sorry for I had to stop watching for a few minutes, but I could get everything.
Amazing. Thank you, guys. Education USA is amazing. To all the people that's here that don't know about Education USA, super talented people that know about the education system in the USA very well. Ms. Magnolia, I'm more than happy. Hopefully, when I'm in Brazil again, I hope to chat with all of you guys in person again. But if you guys are Marissa, Fernanda, Miss Fernanda, I mean, Magnolia, if you guys are ever on this side of the town, please let me know. Would be more than happy to arrange a campus tour, lunch, and just for you guys to get a little bit more acclimated with QCC.
Thank you, Abdul. So if no one has any more questions, I don't know. Thank you very much. Just a reminder, this session is being recorded. We're going to upload it on our YouTube channel. And you can look on Education USA, Brazil's, and you can look for community colleges. There are different sections in our page. If you look for community colleges, you will find QCC on the list with this recording. Okay? Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Abdul. That was great. That was really,
Thank
really
you,
fun.
Abdul.
Thank you.
I hope to see you soon.
Hope to see you guys in Brazil again.
See you.
Yes, come to Brazil.
Yeah, come to Brazil.
That's the goal. I kid you not, it has become one of my favorite countries. The
Yes.
food was amazing while I was there. The weather was great. We
Yeah,
got the chance to go to the beach and stuff like that. Wonderful time all together.
we are great.
You guys are great. You guys are great. So hopefully I can bring you guys on this side and then show you guys that New York City has a lot to offer to you guys
We
as well.
hope that too. Bye. Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.